All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So obviously a lot going on, so I wanted to make this quick video. This will be SoundHound focused, but there is nothing I can make here without looking at Nvidia, right? So clearly some big things are happening on Nvidia after hours, all right? This fell all the way to the 20 moving average during regular hours, but right now they have dropped their earnings. There is a good flash that was broken out of what was the highlights from the Nvidia earnings. So if you're in the Discord, that happened pretty much 20 minutes after the close of the bell, right? But Nvidia going up, my assumption really was, hey, that should lift the AI sector. Hey, that should do good for something like SoundHound, right? And today was a crazy day on SoundHound, so I do want to talk about the actual regular hour day, and then I will talk about what's going on after hours. Very, very big pop early, right? Like you can see the immediate 15-minute candle just ran, got as high as like 410-ish. 411, I can see it in the box over there, was actually the high of the day, and then kind of battling the 8 right now, right? So I will talk about what I think is going to happen post-market, but with every single video I make, doesn't matter what the stock is, post-market doesn't mean that much to me. All right, I am for sure happy to see this green candle on Nvidia. Okay, this is not the monster juggernaut 20% gap up that we saw on a previous earning, right? So that I believe was, I don't remember what this one was. I kept saying I was going to look it up and didn't, but yeah, we've seen bigger, badder earnings. That's a simple answer, all right? But this is at least better than any losing the 20 moving average scare, all right? So I will give you more of my thoughts and opinions shortly, but before we go any further, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are some horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad if you disagree. Look, anything you can do helps me so much with these YouTube algorithms, especially if you can actually click that share button, all right? So let's get into SoundHound, and again, I saw the big that's what I wanted to do. Post-market and then 15-minute chart. I saw the big pop. All right, I'll tell you, in the Discord, you can see it. Like, I mean, wow was my first answer when I saw the charts, right? But end of the day, and I know I said it, I'm still waiting for the dust to settle. I don't trust after hours. Like, believe me, I see the good here. Believe me, I see the good in the Nvidia. Believe me, I do. I have seen so many good post markets completely lose it when it opens it. It's the craziest thing. And I'm not here pretending to understand it. I'm not here pretending to have a crystal ball and knowing. I just know what to believe. And the only thing I'm willing to believe is a regular hour candle. All right, that's who I am. And again, I kind of started like, I don't call that conservative. I just think I've been burned so many times that I don't want to get burned again. And it grains some rules in my head. You know what I mean? So crazy day on the regular hours. All right, let's talk about it real quick. There was a moment where, I mean, it looked like we completely lost every single one of these candles. All right, the last, I don't like it when you eat an entire full day, and going below that line right there, this day opened at 382. If we went below that 382 line, oh man, it would have been scary. And clearly we did for a while. All right, sorry, I wanted to say 372. That's why I was clicking here and I was like looking like, what was wrong with me? We opened this day at 372. That's what I meant to say. So we obviously go well below it for a second. Now it was super scary. But yeah, glad we at least closed above this cluster. Look, doji is still what I'm seeing. I think this might echo the was waiting for Nvidia to happen. Once again, though, we still are getting less volume than the day before. I don't like that. Tomorrow, I think given what's happening after hours, maybe we have a better shot of doing it. But I still believe we need about 108 million shares traded tomorrow, all right? 108 million in a 7-hour trading day, give or take. We need about 15.5 million shares traded per hour. Come the first hour of completed trading, if we're not around 15, oh, it's going to be, look, in the first 30 minutes of trading, we better be near 7. Hopefully we're well above it and gaining some cushion, right? But we need volume up here in the 100 million range, all right? That will be the difference between breaking 4 and going up here to 5-ish, or losing 4. Listen, I still believe 316 is a real possibility here. Even given the after hours pop on this, even given the after hours pop in Nvidia, if you are not worried about 316, I think hey, you might be along, and 316 is a beautiful number even if we drop there, right? And you're laughing at me as you're hearing me worry about it, right? So believe me, I get that perspective, okay? But yeah, if you are a day trader, if you are a swing trader that try to do something on the Nvidia pop and you're not worried about 316, oh man, let me know. I don't want to make a bad joke, but oh man, all right. I think there's still a shot we drop down to the 8 moving average, and roughly speaking, it looks like the 8's going to come to that 316 line tomorrow, right? So that's still in play. Breaking $4 is still what needs to happen. And again, I'm still waiting for the dust to settle. I said this a little bit more than an hour ago, almost an hour and a half ago, and I still mean it, all right? The Nvidia pop isn't big enough, right? Like, I remember, oops, wrong stock. I zoomed out the wrong place. I remember like it was yesterday, this Nvidia earnings pop right here. There was just no question the gap was going to go. We were pushing, I think, 15%, if not more, after hours. It's a juggernaut number for something like this. And it ended up going, I think, a little bit more than 20. Let me just click the day. What did the day actually do? Nope, come on. This day. Nope, this day. Look, yeah, it was a 24% day. So, like, that earnings pop and this earnings pop are not quite the same thing. Great pop. Let's see if it holds, though, all right? So, SOUNDHOUND, listen, I think it's important to still maintain a little bit of skepticism, all right? I still think it's important to raise your criteria for entry, all right. Hopefully I mean, look, a lot of people made the move on the Discord. You can see people saying that they got in the 380s, 390s, whatever, right? And I hope that they got the early move and went, right? For me, what I'm looking for is what should be a sustained uptrend. And believe me, I don't need to catch the bottom of the uptrend to win. My family eats well and lives comfortably when I catch it a couple days after, or in the middle, or hey, sometimes even close to the top. You can still make some good double-digit percentages off a single candle or two, all right? So that's why it's kind of easy for me to say, look, just wait. Just see what happens, all right? Don't get too excited about this post-market pop just yet, all right? Because that one big green one up could have come, back. Look, let's talk about what I think is going to happen in the post-market moment. Again, I generally use other charts. I use the 1 and the 2 because I have more indicators there, and it like lets me see some different things, all right? Right now, what SOUNDHOUND is trying to do is use the 8 moving average to bounce up and over the 4, all right? It's what we would do in regular hours. It's exactly what's happening in after hours right now, all right? I think, to me, the death line is going to be 387. If this loses 387, I think it could be a pretty fast drop down. I guess it's not that much, but pretty fast drop down to 380, all right? Going below 375 will be scary, because if you go below 375, all of a sudden, I'm looking at the barrel of today's close at 377, and we're a couple cents already lower, and we might drop pretty hard towards that 316 I was at going earlier, right? So it's really, really important to not lose this cluster. It's really important not to lose 375 because that does put us under today's close and potential go down, all right? Hopefully this 8 moving average holds. Hopefully we're able to go up. I obviously don't like seeing this little disconnect, but it's only minor, right? I can see that the green line is under. On this one, it's showing that it's over. It's a little inconsistent for me. And look, the volume was pretty big after hours, and all of a sudden it's coming down and down and down. Volume matters even in after hours, all right? So, again, regular hours matters more. I want the dust to settle before anything happens. I was happy to see NASDAQ. Oh, I thought NASDAQ did a little better. That's interesting. S&P 500 at least held. Dow Jones at least held. I actually thought that NASDAQ did as well. It actually didn't. Interesting. This one's a little bit under. We'll see what NVIDIA does to that. And then really quickly, where's the Russell? Russell's, it's holding. It's got 2 moving averages here, right? So hopefully between the 20 and the 50, it's able to hold it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions, even if you disagree. Hey, I appreciate you all so, so much.